Big Guy Fitness, day 11, daily journal. Today I want to talk about realistic expectations. That is something that we don't often think about. We make plans, goals, all this, but the expectations can really kind of wreck you. If they're too high, you don't attain them the way you want to. One of them is, I was watching a video where they're talking about somebody wrote in and said, oh man, I lost all this weight. I got to my goal weight of 165 pounds and I still can't see my abs. I'm so frustrated. What am I doing wrong? And the person was saying, I think it was Dr. Mike, and he was saying, yeah, listen, well, we think that we're at 18% body fat, but realistically, we're at 23% body fat. What we think versus what we are two different things. And with losing weight, we think, okay, I'm 200 pounds, I gotta lose 40 pounds to get down to 160, and then I'm gonna be ripped and shredded. You get to 160 and you're like, I'm good, but I'm flat. And well, one of the things is you're flat because you lost so much muscle and you lost all the fat, but you didn't lose all the visceral fat. And so you still have some laying around in your chest, in your abs, around your hips. And so you just have to have the right expectations. And I'm in that position where I'm seeing that, the hardest thing, you lose, say 3 pounds a week. They say you should lose about 1% of your body fat is a healthy loss per day, I'm sorry. So if you're 200 pounds, you lose 2 pounds a day. If you're 170 pounds, you lose 1.7 pounds per day. So as you get thinner and thinner, there's less to lose. And so when you're losing 2 pounds a day for weeks on end, and then you reach your target weight of 160, and you still want to lose a little more, and you're having trouble losing a half a pound, well, that's because the percentage of your body weight is 1.5 pounds, because you're now at 1.6 pounds because you're at 160 instead of 2.1 pounds because you're at 210. So just understanding that things are going to slow down as you get leaner, and plus your body's going to want to hold on to some things, because fat is protection for a lot of things, and it's extra fuel storage for when you don't have, again, we're all cavemen at heart, so your body's trying to keep yourself safe. So it wants some fat storage. It wants you to have some stuff there when you need energy. It can tap into those sources. So as you're depleting it of that, your body starts getting a little bit in panic mode and wants to keep some of this stuff. So the other thing is, when you, with the expectations of seeing your abs and stuff, what we don't realize is that we think we have to get down to 160 in this scenario that I'm making up, or 165, and then I don't know why I defined it as 5 more pounds, because I think if I say 150, yeah, I'm in my own little head. But if you get to 165 and you lost so much weight and you thought that was your goal and you're not seeing your abs, well, realistically, you have to get down to 155. And that seems really, really thin. But what you're doing is you're going to get down there. And sure, Mike even said that some people may say, oh, you look anemic, you look sickly, is everything all right? Who cares? You're on your journey, you know where you're going. You're going to look skinny fat. You're gonna look emaciated to a certain point if your goal is to get ripped. And then what you do is you pack on the muscle, and it's very hard. It's not impossible, but it's very hard to lose fat and also build muscle at the same time. It's very difficult to do both. So if you get to the 165, you want to do another phase. Maybe you stay there, you do a maintenance phase for a couple weeks, and then you do another cut phase and you get down to that 155-ish, and then you just do a gain phase. You do another maintenance maybe, and then you start gaining muscle. You start feeding yourself a lot more protein, and then you'll start seeing all that fat will be eliminated around the muscle, in between the muscles, and you'll start getting that ripped look, if that's where you want to be. So just regular expectations. Don't let them get out of hand. Don't get depressed or sad when you see yourself not reaching exactly what you want, or looking, a little soft around the edges. It's a long journey. It takes time. And if we have a distinct goal, there's no reason we can't reach it. But don't let the sadness of this flubbiness get you down. You'll see the results. You'll know when you have to lose a little more, when you have to maintain. It's all good. And for today's listening, in the short video, if you want to check it out in the link below, I talked about some Scott Henderson, some jazz fusion amazingness. He plays, he was a teacher at GIT. He was a student at GIT in the 70s, became one of the best teachers there, one of the most requested teachers. He played with Chick Corea, played with Tribal Tech, that was his band, jazz fusion stuff, real heavy rock. It's all rock. He was into Richie Blackmore way back in the day when he started out as a guitarist, and into normal rock stuff. But this fusion of jazz, chromatic lines. But the coolest part, what I listened to today, was he did three blues albums, because he's a blues-based guy, really, with all this jazz stuff. And he did an album called Dog Party, Tore Down House, and Well to the Bone. Such good straight-ahead blues music with rock drive. It's really energetic a lot of times, but there's some slow tunes, good amount of instrumentals, but there's also some singing. He's got crushing killer musicians with him doing this stuff, drummers, bass players, all LA session guys. And there's one song he does, if you're into kind of funny stuff. He does a song called I Hate You, and it's got a woman and a man singing. The lyrics are so good. It's about these two people that have been married for a long time, and the typical, stereotypical reasons why they hate each other, where they're so frustrated and annoyed with each other. And so even at the end of the song, it's not angry, but the solo is aggressive and angry, and it's a brilliantly composed solo. At the very end, they both say, "I hate you, baby. I hate you too." And it's so funny and warm and heartfelt, but yeah, you can't stop laughing. It's good stuff. So check them out, and I will see you on day 12. Hope everybody's doing well, happy, healthy. Subscribe, like, share this video. Please comment. Let me know what you're thinking, what you're doing, where you are in your journey, so I can have a conversation with like-minded people, and we can all inspire one another and stay inspired. And I'll see you on the next one.